my sister Scrapper. Today I want to share a project with you that I created using the Graphic 45 Deluxe Collector's Edition ABC Primer. There's some fabulous school themed collections out there, but ABC Primer has been and always will be my absolute favorite. I guess maybe because it reminds me when I was, in elementary school. And there I go, date myself. Anyway, what I created was this cute little stationery box. And I used some of the papers here, some of the stickers. On the top here of the lid, I added a cute little Graphic 45 brad, some chipboarded pieces, another chipboard piece, and this is one of the doorknobs from the little mini door plates, the Graphic 45 ones. And then here's the front, another sticker that I put on black cardstock, fussy cut around it, and then I added this cute little sticker of a little flash card on top of that one. Again, another sticker that I layered on a black scallop circle. Here's the sides of the box, and then here I did decorate some on the back. Another sticker, another border strip from the design paper, and another sticker here that says Discovery. And the front of the box, it has education with a cute little ruler. So that's a sticker from a sticker sheet. I added the claw feet to the bottom of the box just because I think it makes it look a little more, classic. So on the inside of the box, you open it up, and it is black on the inside. And inside, I have a spot for a Post-it note holder. And then these are just some cut-aparts from the paper collection. Two cute little tags right here. And then also the collection does have some little cut-aparts that are little tiny tags. And I went ahead and made them tags. I did some little hole reinforcers for the front and the back. And added some Mayart's chunky twine in a craft color. And then there's some more little tags from the cut-apart page. Love this one. Cute little ruler border, a little chart, and another cute little tag. And then the back slot holds some A2 or 5.5 by 4 1/4 size cards. So these are pretty simple because that way you can't embellish a lot, otherwise they won't fit in the slot. But I've actually done more than 4. I think you can get like 6 cards in here if they're not dimensional, but I did 4 because I did want to do some dimensional on them. So they're pretty simple, but I layered some of the design papers here, another sticker, some more cut aparts, and then on the inside they have the ivory and a border strip and another piece of solid patterns and solids. Here's the second one, cute little flash card, little chipboard piece, another little sticker. I trimmed this little journal card down so it would fit on the front here and pieced it kind of together on the ruler. And then I added a band of the ruler paper here on the inside of that one. This one I did absolutely nothing with because I thought it was so cute. Made the card right there. And then on the inside I added a little section of the little stamps. And I think these little stamps are off the cut apart page as well. And then the last one, again, some more little stickers from the sticker sheet. Another sticker here, a little strip of cut apart, and then on the inside I added the remaining part right there. So those are the cards, and then I thought, well, I need envelopes, so I did make some envelopes to go with the cards, and they're again pretty simple, but I did decorate them. This houndstooth pattern right here is actually from Master Detective, but it's black on the inside. It's from the Patterns and Solids. And then again, another cute little label here on the front. This one I reversed it, and this is actually from Nature's Sketchbook. No, Little Women, I think. Little Women, but it's super cute. And then, so I have 2 of the houndstooth and 2 of the solid. Little border sticker right there and there. So those are the little envelopes. So it all just goes back nice and tidy in this cute little box, like so. And then the little Post-it notes will fit in here. So this will make a great little teacher gift for back to school or as a thank you. Or you could do it, I did this actually in Christmas paper and did tags in both sections, and then did Christmas cards in the back. It'd make a great little gift. Put the rest of these back in here. So this little box is actually an SVG file that I purchased from Lori Whitlock, and I'll put the link in the description box below to her shop that has this file in it. It's called stationery box 2, I think. Anyway, so I'm just going to give a real quick tutorial on how to put it together, just to help you out a little bit, and how I cut it the way I cut it. So you're going to need some strong adhesive. You can use wet glue if you want. I'm going to use score tape just for the sake of the video. And your bone folder and some other adhesive. And go ahead and cut the file out. And the cool thing about the file is when you do cut it out, you do get the base for the lid, and then she did give you some matting for the lid. However, for the bottom of the box, because you can use, she didn't give you mats for that, but it's pretty simple. You can figure out what pieces were what, because I was going to use the double-sided paper, but my double-sided paper was not, if you were going to use a Patterson solid, that would be great because it would be solid on the inside, but I wanted mine black on the inside. So what I did is I cut most of the pieces for the bottom of the box out of black, the ones that I knew were not going to be on the outside, and the pieces that were going to show on the outside, I used design paper. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just quickly put this together. So the pieces for the lid are this big piece, obviously, and then you're going to have 2 panels like this. Let me just find the other one. So the pieces for the lid are the main piece, the 2 side panels, and then these are the mats. So the first thing I would do is I would go ahead and put my matting on my little pieces. It just makes it easier when it's a flat surface. Now, depending on the paper you're going to use, you want to make sure when you put it in your machine to cut it, that if it's a directional paper, you have it going the right way. So. And the file does give you a little border. These papers are from some French country paper that I had left over. Next thing you want to do is you want to take, once you've got all your pieces matted, take your bone folder. And the cool thing about Lori's files is they do have little dash lines for her score lines. But if you would rather, if you like have the scoring wheel and you want to change those to score lines, you can just, change that in your machine, however. But I left them this way just because I was using a little thicker paper and it makes it easier. You don't have to worry about finding the score lines. They're right there. So go ahead and fold on all your score lines. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add adhesive to these tabs right here. And again, I'm going to use a double-sided adhesive. Make sure you use something strong. Okay, I got a little over here, but I'm just going to fold that tape back. It's not that big of a deal. So the first thing I like to do is I want to put this panel down first, and then this one over here, okay? I just found it easier that way. Sure you don't go over your score line. Okay, so we're just going to take one side at a time. We're just going to fold up the sides and adhere both of those together, and then the lid is completed. There we go. There's our really super cute lid. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to put the bottom together. Now, again, the lid was pretty simple, and you can embellish it however you want. The bottom of the box is a little bit different because it's built in layers and it's built from the back forward. So we're going to go ahead, and it's basically the same. You've got tabs. She's got score lines every which way. So the largest piece here that is straight across and has no angle is actually the back of the box. So there was, I couldn't cut this out of the design paper, so what I had to do is I had to cut my own mat. So I just took my ruler and measured that square so that way it would show. But the other pieces can be cut on the machine, and I'll show you which pieces those are for the design paper if you need to do it the way I did it, unless you're using, you know, a double-sided paper that you like both sides in. So the first thing, again, you're going to do is fold on all your score lines. And we're going to basically put this piece together. Before we do, though, I want to add my design paper to the back of my box. And I'm just fits. I went ahead and inked on my edges with walnut stain just to save some time. Okay, so now we're going to add adhesive to just these outer two tabs and these two little bottom ones because it's going to fold up just like this. So we're going to glue that together like so. Okay, so only add your adhesive to the smaller tabs on the outside. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, because I'm using a tape instead of a wet glue, is I'm going to go ahead and add adhesive to the front of this panel because when we fold it all up, basically what we're going to do is we're going to layer all of our boxes together. And with the box still flat, it's easier to put the score tape on there. So if you're using tape, this is how I would do it. Put our little box together. So again, I'm just going to fold in the small little tab, make sure I get it lined up, and line up the other half, just like so. Take your bone folder and burnish it really good, and do the same to the other side. Okay. Okay, that's the first layer. So we're going to go ahead and set that piece aside, and now we're going to build the piece that's going to go on the top of that. And that's going to be your next largest piece, but if you'll notice here, it's got an angle. So that's why you know this is the back of the box, and the ones with the large angle is the middle section. So again, we're not going to put any design paper on because this is all the center of the box. So go ahead and fold on your score lines. And this one is put together just like the previous one. You're going to add adhesive to the outside tabs. Okay, so it's going to go just like this when we put it together. And then we've already added tape to here. So then this is just going to get attached to here. So let's go ahead and put this one together. And again, this is going to be the next piece that needs to be added. So we're going to add tape to that as well. So again, I'm going to put my tape on the piece that I need to attach the next layer to first, because again, now if you're using wet glue, you don't need to do this. You can do it, you know, when you go to glue them all together. But since I'm using tape, I'm going to put it on now. And tape on our little tabs. And don't forget these. Just like before, we're going to take the tape backing off and build the sides of the box first. So just make sure you get everything squared off. Like so. And then do the other side. Okay, cuteness. Okay, I'm going to furnish my tabs. And there is our second box. Now we're going to add the two little pockets for the front that houses the tags and the post-it note holder or whatever you want to put in there. And again, they're built exactly the same way. So we're going to fold on our score lines. Now with this piece, because it's a flat panel that's going on the front, we don't need to put any extra tape, just only on our tabs. So these two pieces are built exactly the same way. Okay, we're going to put them together just like we did the previous ones. Make sure you get it square. Okay. There's one. Okay, so that's the last of the boxes. So it's going to go just like this. Those are going to sit side by side. I really should have added adhesive to one of these before I put it together, but no worries, we'll fix that. So the cool thing about the this box, once you get it together, you're going to see you've got all these seams, but she accommodated for that, and she made pieces to go on the bottom, and this just also adds stability for the box so it doesn't wiggle around. So there's a bottom, and then this is the front panel, which is going to go here to cover up the center, and then these two pieces are the angles, and you'll see that in the file so you know which ones to cut out of your design paper if you have to do it this way. If you have a double-sided paper that you like both sides, it's not, you know, directional, then you don't have to worry about that. Just cut the whole thing out. So it's going to go just like that. So we're going to start adding our pieces together. So the first one we're going to do, again, you start from the back and you work your way forward. So you're going to take the back of the box where the envelopes go, and you're going to attach this one where the cards go right here, or whatever you want to put in there. So now we're going to take this and we're going to line it up. And again, if you're using wet glue, you got a little wiggle room time, but you know me, I'm not going to use wet glue. So I just kind of stood it up and made sure the sides were even. Pressed it down. And take your bone folder if you can, put your hand in there. Burnish that together. Again, if you're using wet glue, you can just clip it with some clips, clothespins, whatever, till your glue dry sets. Okay, so we got the first layer on. Super cute, right? Oh my gosh, I love this box. Who knew, right? Now we're going to add these two right here. Before I stick them down, though, I am going to add some adhesive on one side of one of these little boxes here, just to hold those two together. Go ahead and take the backing off of this piece that has the tape on the side and add it first. So again, you want the piece with the adhesive on the inside of your box. So same thing, we're just going to line it up and it should fit right on there, lining the top up and the side with the front of the box. Just like so. We've already got our tape on the side, so we can just take this one and stick it on the other side. Okay, then stick the other side down and make sure you pinch it together. Now, if it's a little wonky, we're going to cover, again, those seams all up with everything, so nobody's going to know. So then all we're going to do now is take our pretty design paper and we're going to cover up the front panel right here. So that covers up the seam. And I would use score tape or white glue, but I'm going to just use my ATG gun for the video. Okay, there we go. Now if you wanted a matted look like your lid, you could just cut it all out of a solid, and then for the bottom pieces, I just took my ruler and measured and cut panels for this, but I wanted this one to not have that. Now all we need to do is add the bottom here to keep our box stable, and we're good to go. This just finishes the box off like that. So you just put the lid on like this, and there you go. Isn't it just cute as a bug? And then again, you can just decorate it however you want, but it fits really nice. It's a cute little teacher gift, but again, you can use it for anything. I made a box set of Christmas cards with the Graphic 45 Joy to the World that I taught at Simple Pleasures in Colorado Springs. And again, you can add feet, you can add a little knob here at the top, decorate it however you want. So there you have it, everybody. That's my cute little back to school project using the Graphic 45 ABC Primer Deluxe Collector's Edition. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Bye.